Hey everyone, it's Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm Ariana Newcomer, and my topic today is looking up at miraculous trees, the things we don't notice because we tend to be looking at our eye level, or we look down at our feet where we're walking so we're not going to trip. And so we miss incredible things up in the trees, in the overstory, in the canopy. In So I wanted to share with you today some of the amazing, just three of the amazing things of trees that are near where I live. And one of them is a tree I've been walking past for 14 years, and I just noticed this thing in it last week. So here is one of the miraculous things. This is a group of redwoods in the forest down below where I live. And there are at least 7 trees in this stand. And I had walked past them for a number of years before I finally noticed at one point as I was looking up, there is this connector right here in between the two biggest trees in this group of 7, right straight across, pretty much straight across. How did it do that? Two of the trees are just connected. Now, it is true that redwoods tend to grow in families, and it may be that these trees are all related genetically. They're all growing from the same rootstock, which redwoods do. And redwoods will grow back up when a very large tree has been cut. There will be a whole ring of trees that will grow up from around the stump. And they, according to some research, have the same DNA as the original tree. So the trees that are growing up that look young can be nearly 2,000 years old in their DNA. And one of our neighbors, we have a sort of email talk group, and someone was talking about the way trees grow and should they cut these trees or that. And this person was saying, well, it's all competitive. The trees are just competing with each other. And one of them will eventually take over and the other one will have to die because the other one will have taken all of the nutrition and everything. And this is like completely wrong. We know and understand now that there's an incredible amount of cooperation between trees and other plants in the forest. The mycelial networks, the mushroom networks underground help to carry messages and carry nutrients. Trees will actually trade nutrients. Older trees will send things to younger trees, and sometimes not just their own species, but also other species of trees. So that old idea of everything in nature is just competitive, it's just tooth and claw, is completely untrue. It's completely untrue, especially with forests. And so here is this, these were a stand of redwood trees, right? This is a California live oak. And I've said, this is the one I've walked past for 14 years. And I never noticed this particular thing until last week. So here I am finally stopping to actually look at this tree, talk to the tree, engage with it. And I noticed this right here. It looks like a branch that either grew up from here and grew back in, or grew down from here and grew back in. But it's just this very interesting thing. And here it is. And as I was looking at it very carefully, notice there's a face here. Clear face. It's like the green man in the tree. And here's a little closer view of just this 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth here. And it looks like maybe one of those long beards that the Egyptian mummies have, right? But this is either it grew out of here and grew back down into here, or it grew out from here and grew back in here. And then it created this face that we can relate to as humans because it looks like a human face, eyes, nose, mouth. Yeah. So this to me, because it looks like a green man, I've started calling it a fairy tree. And this is another tree, another California live oak that is really magnificent and tall and big. And this is this little smiley face in it that looks like an animal. And it's just a delight to go past these trees and see the fairy face in the tree, the green man, and the little animal smiley face in this other oak. And they're not far apart. They're maybe, 100 yards apart. So I would really encourage you all to start paying attention above eye level and start looking up and noticing what you can really see that's amazing in the trees. And trees doing this, noticing what's going on in the trees, is a really, really good way to shift your perspective out of the that we're all in right now. This is like so much chaos in the world and so much anxiety and worry and fear. Fires, the election, the this, the that. And trees can just give us that respite, give us that respite. And they also really give us the chance to slow down, breathe, take those breaths and go, oh, there's something more outside my limited range of view at this time. Because the time of trees is so much longer. Their lives are so much longer than ours for the most part. So take the opportunity, take a walk, and notice something new and different about the trees that you may already know, think you know. But just like me, here's this tree I've been walking past for 14 years and I never saw the green man face. And that incredible thing where there's this branch that seems to have grown out and grown back in again. And that other thing, there was this cross branch between two seemingly separate trees. Then we can imagine what's going on underground as well. But take this opportunity to explore your trees and notice and take time to look up and notice what's going on in the amazing, miraculous trees near you. I'm Ariana Newcomer, Dove Oracle Priestess, Biofield Tuning Practitioner, and I would love to assist you in expanding your perceptions, clearing and harmonizing your energy field and your biofield. And if you'd like to talk with me about the possibilities for working together, there will be a link underneath this where you can do that. You can book a complimentary 30-minute conversation and see if we're a fit to work together. If there's some way that I can assist you, I would be delighted to do it. See you next time.